Hey everybody, it's Old Chaplain V, back for another look at the 12-step spirituality program. Today we're going to be looking at the AA meetings that have been around for over 85 years that have helped people not only get sober, but stay sober. Well, how does that happen anyway? Well, there's a scripture verse, something about confession is good for the soul. A humble heart will not be spurned. The truth hurts, but the truth will set us free. That's been the concept of the AA meetings since way back at the beginning, is to really clear our souls. I stumbled onto an AA meeting 34 years ago. I'd been to AA meetings, but basically I would go to attend just when I was in trouble, because I should be thinking about that, because I once in a while would kind of go on some binges that were not very nice. But I'd lost my job, I was out of work, things were not good, I was 50 years old. For the first time in my life, I thought I was mentally ill. And I wandered into an AA meeting, and for the first time in my life, I just blurted out the truth when it was my turn. I was a selfish, self-centered, horrible person, and I'd hurt a lot of people in my life. I'd never really shared that with anybody before, because I was always on stage. I was always performing. I was always trying to look good. That's kind of what our human nature is all about. But, that's why confession is good for the soul. When we finally admit the truth, a humble heart will not be spurned. I think it says that in Scripture too. Another thing that happens when we have a spiritual awakening and attending our AA meetings, that Scripture comes alive and wisdom sayings come alive. They're not theory anymore. They're actual views of life that we've never been able to embrace spiritually before. So that's why this program has been so successful. We have churches, that upstairs, they're having sermons where the minister is, sharing the good news. But then they have AA meetings in the basement where everybody discusses their issues, facing the truth, honesty. The golden rule is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And the essence of the AA's program to me was that I finally belonged to a group that was like me. We understood each other. We helped each other. We cared for each other. The 12th step, having had a spiritual awakening, we carry the message. The message is that this program works, and so that's kind of what it is for this week, AA meetings. Well, God bless you, everybody. Thank you for watching. We'll be back next week to start